Okay, we're talking about the battle for the guitars that just fill that void.
The void.
The void in your life. No, the void in your tonal spectrum.
Oh, yeah.
We all have Strats, we all have Teles. But do you have a Strat? Or do you have a Nashville Tele?
A twang machine, as I like to call it.
That's the twang cowboy over there. So I chose, is my Steve, we were saying like Nashville Tele versus HSS. Which would be the one you had to choose on a desert island to sort of cover all your bases?
All the bases.
I choose the HSS.
Of course you would.
Because I'm a man. And men choose this other than that girly machine in your hands.
I mean, when you feel like you need a humbucker to cover some,
I definitely
things you're lacking, whatever,
I do.
It's fine.
My genealogy is lacking, to say the least.
Or if you realize that a Les Paul, some have described it as a Tele on steroids. So if you realized you just needed a good Tele with a middle pickup, maybe that's all you need.
I don't know. It's like almost like that's like adding an extender to your manhood in a weird way. When you already the manhood's already built in.
I'm just saying, what's wrong with that?
grandpa
Everybody needs a little help.
My grandfather talked about that before he died. He was like, Bill, that's my dad's name.
Hardly
He's like,
know it's there.
Should I get an extender? I was like, no, God, this is why. You're 80, but I love that you're talking about your
An
stuff.
extender on his Wi-Fi.
His
Doesn't reach the
Wi-Fi.
far corner of his house.
Oh, Lord, help me. Anyway, so this is the new Player Plus series, and that's the new Player Plus series as well, I believe, from Fender that just came out yesterday.
Yes.
On a grand Tuesday. But these guitars are both priced at the same, $1029 US American dollars. So we want to have a fair comparison and battle as well. I'm going to choose this one because I am a Strat and a Les Paul guy.
You are.
And that's kind of like where I sort of live in. It's my wheelhouse. And so if I had to have a Strat, it's obviously a Strat. A Tele doesn't quite get me the Strat sounds I want.
Or does it?
That's the question.
Or does it? Dun-dun! Find out on the next episode.
When you just did that sound effect, it reminded me of my children. You're so dumb.
That's true.
It is. It's really funny. No, it's I just think this is a cool looking guitar. First off, it's like this is a ridiculous finish. I love it. I was like Jimmy Buffett on steroids is what I saw here.
It is like Jimmy Buffett.
It's like and we stayed in the Buffett Hotel for Nashville NAMM. It was awesome.
And it was basically that color.
Margaritaville. This was the theme of it. And I loved every second
was great.
of it. I'm not a parrot head until that weekend.
Now maybe, yeah.
I'm still not, but no. This pickup sounds really good. I'm talking about the humbucker. So a lot of times with an H and a Strat, I'm left a little bit underwhelmed. This one has a nice bite to it. I can pull it if I need to get to that single coil world. I have a serious problem pulling these out. So maybe it's just my greasy hands. Got it. I'm just that way.
There you go.
So push pull, I don't use that often anyway. No. But
it's cool to have.
And I've always been on, and somebody on a YouTube comment corrected me. It was neat because we're wrong a lot.
Sometimes.
Not a lot. But no, someone says something because I was like, well, it's not really getting me that single coil sound that I want in that Strat. It doesn't give me that, or doesn't give me that, yada yada. It's like it gives you a different sound. I didn't think of it that way, and he was right.
It's unique.
It's unique. So like when I'm doing the push pulls on the PRSs from now, I'm not trying to capture that Stratty single coil. I'm just getting a different tonal option. So it just made my brain happier.
Okay.
So anyway, so I love to have that. I can push pull to get that position too that I want to. That's the reason I would do the push pull.
Right.
Just so I don't have that sort of muddy waft of like the humbucker and the middle together.
Smart.
Now the noiseless pickups on here, since you're using noiseless as well as why we chose them. I'm not normally a noiseless guy all the time, but they've improved the noiseless pickups dramatically.
A lot.
These are better noiseless pickups than what came on like the top of the line American stuff back in the day. It sounds good. It sounds like a Strat. The neck sounds very like Jimi Hendrixy.
Right.
And that's always my test. I play like One Cries Mary and sort of like that type of tonal palette on positions, 5 and 4. And if I get it, I'm a happy camper. But I don't know. For me, this is going to get me dancing between the Les Paul and dancing between that Stratocaster in a pretty happy way. Take it away, Johnny Rob.
Well, there you go. Let me tell you why Baxter's wrong. So yeah, I love Telecasters. I always have. I just think they're fantastic rock and roll guitars. Obviously, they do the country thing. I just like the way they feel. There's something solid about a Telecaster. Like I just feel like my Teles never go out of tune. They're just amazing. But sometimes you do want to go strattier. You want that sort of the Jimi Hendrix thing or the positions 2 and 4 thing. So to me, having a Nashville Tele set up makes a ton of sense. You can get the sort of stratty tones, especially if you got good pickups, and these things, they really do. Like Baxter said, they're quiet because they're not quiet. They're actually noiseless. So there you go. And I've always believed that you're really close to that sort of humbucker Les Paul sound with a good bridge pickup on the Tele with sort of the right overdrive sound. So I'm fine with that. Don't need a humbucker. But when I want clean tones, I have a ton of options. And for me, sometimes if I want twang but not so much, I like the middle position on a Tele. And you miss out on that sometimes having a third pickup unless you got a magic little push-pull knob that activates this. So now,
see, that was going to be my Achilles heel for that thing, and then Fender thought it
bam!
through. Like, I was like, aha, you can't get the middle sound, but you can, you little jerk.
But you can, and I believe you got some extra sounds thrown in that are some of those unique sounds like you're talking about when you split the humbucker on the bridge. So that's really cool. So for me, I think I could take one of these Teles on the desert island.
Let me see
assuming
that
I had power and an amp.
Switch me.
I could get just about everything I wanted.
I mean, some of what, like when you were just talking then, like you didn't sway me entirely, but you brought me, like, I've always thought of these things as not the way they're supposed to be used, I think, the Nashville Tele. The fact that you can get that position 2 and 4, I've just never like wrapped my head around that as the Strat. That's a big deal.
It is a big deal.
That's a big deal to be able to capture that in some ways.
Because I don't even think it's so much, someone correct me, I'm sure you will. You know, for me, it's not even as much about the middle position by itself. It's just about that in conjunction.
That's
with the
always
bridge
what my
and
brain sort of did.
You know?
And so that's where and then not having the position in the middle for the normal Tele sound, I didn't want to sacrifice that. I mean, still, this guitar has no balls, though, because you don't have a humbucker. So that one's still...
It's all in your fingers, Baxter. It's all... What?
So many jokes
Balls
there.
are in your...
Oh, my Lord.
Okay.
Actually, that could be my new T-shirt campaign. No, but I'm a little swayed more towards liking this than I did before. So let us know your thoughts on the whole Nashville versus the HSS thing. I don't know, I still like the shred of that humbucker is pretty awesome to have. When you're high overdrive, you can't replicate that.
I would not turn down either of these guitars. If someone was like, here, play this, I'd go, all right, good deal.
But if you had to buy one,
Still going with that one.
This one?
Yeah.
I'm still gonna go with that one, I think, just because
figures.
I like my first choice is always right. That's what they told me when I took the SATs.
Never compromise, never change your mind.
They were not right about that. I was really bad at the SATs. No, it's yeah, they're both really cool guitars. I have a different thought on this one though than I used to. I'm a little more open to the idea of it. So let us know your thoughts again. Let us know what you think, and I hope you enjoy the tones of these things, and share alike. Appreciate your time.
All right, hit that like and subscribe button if you haven't already. Click the bell if you haven't so you don't miss videos in the future. Thanks for hanging out with us. We'll see you next time.